One tall peak, a slow descent and a loop round the Big Buddha. We're on the Lantau Trail, sections 3 and 4, right here on Drone and Phone. Well, welcome back to the Lantau Trail. We're on sections 3 and 4 today. It's going to be quite short, but pretty tough going up Lantau Peak. What are we going to be doing today, George?
We are starting the hike at Pak Kung Au, and then later on we're going to climb up Lantau Peak, and then finishing the hike just below Ngong Ping.
That's right. We're going to finish off with a road walk. Now it's a beautiful day, and I think it's time to get going.
Let's go!
With 70 kilometres of stunning trail around Hong Kong's biggest island, this one should be on any hiker's bucket list. It starts and finishes in Mui Wo, with a loop taking in two of the city's tallest peaks. Added to that, a stilted village, lots of culture and history, and of course the region's longest beaches. Split over 12 sections, it's very much a trail of two halves, the first being very mountainous and the second long and flat. In this episode, we start with a bus journey to Pak Kung Au, to the point we left the trail in the last episode. We put on our packs and start the steps up through the trees. Just a few minutes in, and I'm gasping for air. Well, at the start of this, you are about 315 metres up, and then it's just a straight climb. You start off reasonably gentle through the tree line, and as you break it, you come to this very steep climb that I'm doing now. But wonderful views. If I turn around behind me, you can see Tung Chung, the airport, and this fantastic view of Sunset Peak over there, and round to the islands and down to Chimo One. It is really quite spectacular. Lantau Peak is the second highest mountain in Hong Kong and the highest point on the trail. Most people only summit the highest point, but there are actually two peaks, Fengshan, translated as male phoenix, and Wongshan, female phoenix. The latter being the Lantau Peak of fame at 934 metres above sea level. The hike up is short but steep, with a few places to rest on the way up. Bring plenty of water as it's exposed with no places to refill. Well, we've conquered Lantau Peak. It's been only about 3 kilometres, but uphill the whole way. Quite tough for you?
Yeah, it is quite tough. Lantau Peak is over 900 meters tall, so quite steep and also quite windy. So you see we're all wearing our jumper. But from now on, it's going to be all downhill, all the way down to Ngong Ping.
Yeah, and even further beyond that for the last section. Time to get going.
Let's go.
There's a small shelter on top in case you get caught in a storm. If not, take time to enjoy the 360-degree views. The path down includes a short ridge before you're directed off the old trail to a new one that continues down. So we've got to a junction in the trail where we're going to go off to the right. Here we go here. Now, the original Lantau Trail would have gone straight, and that was really one of the highlights of the trail, going down to the Shek Pik Reservoir via the Dog's Teeth. But now, because of the erosion and some landslides, they've had to route it back around through Ngong Ping, which is over here, which is not quite as dramatic, but still, we do what we do. Once down to Ngong Ping, take time to detour off at the Wisdom Path to enjoy this modern outdoor carving. Completed in 2005, the large wooden structure replicates calligraphy from the Heart Sutra, a revered Buddhist text. From here, pass through the big arch and start a loop around the village of Ngong Ping. It's a picturesque trail with some good views across to the Big Buddha, but it does feel a little like it was included to add some distance to the trail as you end up at the back of Ngong Ping again. If time allows, it's worth exploring the village. Built around the Po Lim Monastery in 1906 and Tien Tan Buddha in 1993, the village now has access via road and cable car, making it a popular tourist destination on Lantau Island. Marketed as Ngong Ping 360s, hikers wanting to escape the city may want to avoid it, while those in need of refreshments can take advantage of the many shops and restaurants on offer. This is essentially the end of the walk, but to complete the trail there is a further 30 minutes hike down the road. So after you go into the village of Ngong Ping, where there's plenty of places to buy drinks and things, it is quite touristy though, you then have to walk along this road that we're walking on now to finish the section, which is, I gotta say, not the most exciting part of the trail, but it does get us to the next. And we will be going over a ridge that we've been watching as we've come down over here for the next 2 sections. Once you reach the crossroads, look for a bus stop heading south along the Kongshan Road, where you'll find buses to Tung Chung and Mui Wo. Well, that's it now for section 4. Section 4, a lot easier, but we have done about 10k, so we put on a few kilometers at the end. How was it for you?
I think these 2 sessions are pretty simple. The only difficult part is the one climbing up to Lantau Peak, but other than that, it's all downhill or concrete. Yeah.
Okay, now if you're just finding this for the first time, you're going to find all the other hikes in the Lantau Trail on our YouTube channel and also on our website at droneandphone.com. But for now, my name's DJ.
I'm GC.
GC, and this is Drone and Phone. How's it been so far, George?
Yeah, it was easy. It was easy, piece of cake. Quite chilly though. Glad that we have this little shelter here, but don't forget to bring a jumper with you if you plan to stay here for a little bit longer. Yeah.
I don't need a jumper. Oh, shoot.